Tanzania is hosting Africa's biggest festival, FESTAC Africa 2023, in its northern tourist city of Arusha, with expectations to draw big names from all corners of the world. FESTAC is a celebration of cultures and heritage in a form of arts, fashion, music, storytelling, poetry, film, short stories, travel, tourism, hospitality, food, and dance through live performances from various countries of the continent and across the world, sharing and showcasing their richness in their culture. It also provides a space for collaboration and showcasing the latest products and services, connecting marketing professionals and buyers, as well as connecting people with people. To get a taste of what is happening at this year's FESTAC, we are joined by Hugo Rubatika, a journalist who is in Arusha. Thank you very much for joining us on the news. Tell us, please, about the history and significance of the FESTAC Africa Festival and, of course, the highlight of activities.
Thanks very much for speaking to me. It's great to be speaking to you too. So FESTAC was established in the 1960s, soon after the launch of the Organization of African Unity. And a number of events have happened since. In fact, just 4 events until last year. In fact, there was a period where nothing happened until last year when they had FESTAC 2022, and this was held in Zanzibar. So 2023 is being held here in Arusha in Tanzania. Unfortunately, it hasn't lived up to its billing. There was an expectation that hordes of people would be in attendance, but nonetheless, the start has been incredible. One of your posters showed Professor Pielo Lumumba as one of the keynote addressees, and he was one of the individuals that opened FESTAC 2 days ago, which was on a Monday. So up to this point, hasn't been as big an activity as we had anticipated. A number of new introductions that FESTAC has brought about, and one of those is sports. So there's a lot of sporting activity that will be taking place in the next couple of days. FESTAC have organized individuals from the Bundesliga who are going to be conducting coaching clinics. There's also a golf tournament that's taking place over 3 days. On Africa Day, the 25th and the 26th, it'll be a professional event, and then the following day it will be a pro-am is what they call it, which is a combination of amateurs and professional golfers that will be participating.
All right, what do you think sets the FESTAC Africa Festival apart from other cultural festivals in Tanzania or the region?
Well, I think the primary objective of FESTAC is that it's a combination of a number of activities. So outside of the culture, which many people have been exposed to, there are also discussions happening on the sidelines. Today, one of those discussions involved a doctor, Abiola, of Nigerian descent, who's actually based in the United States at the moment. And his conversation was around global warming and the impact that it's had on the African continent. As you may be aware, Africans are the biggest sufferers from global warming, even though they've only contributed 3 to 4% of the effect. And his argument in his address this morning was Africa should be able to do a lot more outside of purchasing, solar energy, for instance, or solar products from outside the continent, from all over the world. Africa should be the home of production of some of these pieces to prevent the exploration, if you will, of foreign currency. So that's potentially one of the big differences, is that outside of cultural festivities is also the education element, if you will, or keynote addressees from various speakers across the globe that will come to FESTAC to speak about these issues and offer that platform. And obviously the inclusion of young people who are the future of Africa. Africa's population, I think, is somewhere in the region of 60 to 70% young people. And FESTAC offers an opportunity to young people to have a voice.
All right, can you share with us any interesting stories or experience you've had while covering the activities?
So please say that again. I didn't quite hear you.
You want me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm asking you what experiences you've had. Can you share with us your experience as a journalist covering the festival as briefly as you can, please?
Well, I suppose the biggest challenge for for the organisers, if I might add, if I could speak on their behalf, was their inability to get visas on time for many of the dignitaries that were expected to participate in this event. So they've had to move around a lot of the scheduled programming because visas have not been forthcoming. And I think that's one of the challenges that we face in the African continent, and that is that of bureaucracy. So while we're trying to push agendas that are African, agendas such as tourism on the continent, we we have so much bureaucracy that individuals that are trying to come in, bring much needed foreign currency into countries such as Tanzania are unable to do that because of the alleged bureaucracy. Now, obviously, I haven't experienced this firsthand, but speaking to the organizers, this has been one of the reasons that many of the dignitaries that were expected to participate in the event have failed to do so.
All right, Hugo, it's been nice talking with you. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Likewise, appreciate your time.